Hey YouTube, it's Alicia and I'm back with another wrestling talk. Now with this wrestling talk, we're going to be talking about this year's WrestleMania 41. I'm just going to go through some of the matches and um, tell y'all how I feel about some of the matches, what I feel like the outcome should be. But I'm also just going to give y'all where I think what night or what, yeah. So let's get started. So let's start with LA Knight, the US champion versus Jacob Fatu. I think that's going to be a pretty good match. Overall, I can't think how long LA Knight has been champion. Sorry, y'all. But I think it's going to be a pretty good match. Overall, if I could say what night I think it's going to be, I think this probably would be on a night one match. This probably will be a night one match. But yeah. So then we have AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. What the? I'm hoping WWE don't do what I'm hoping he ain't gonna do. And I'm hoping AJ Styles is the one who comes out victorious, not Logan Paul. If you know, in the last few years, since Logan Paul signed that, that certain contract, and like y'all know how I feel about Logan Paul in the wrestling space and thing. I want AJ Styles to win. That's one. But overall, I'll say this is going to be a night one. I'll say this might be a night two event. A night two WrestleMania event. And I'll say it might be the beginner of the show. The beginner. Yep. So then we have... Sorry, y'all. Then we have Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Does this give off a certain three-way match we had at WrestleMania a couple of years ago? Think about it. Do this give off a certain match that we had a couple of years ago? Do this three-way match give us a certain match we had a couple of years ago? You should know the female match I'm thinking of. Yep, that match. That's what they give me because it looks like how what I said about a certain somebody a couple of years ago looks like Rhea Ripley, let's just say, slithered. And let me say, slithered her way into this match. You know. But overall, I hope Bianca comes out victorious, winning the title match and stuff. If she doesn't, I'll be a little disappointed, but that's just me. But, I'll say that particular match will probably be on night one. That's a night one match. Okay. Then we have the Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. What is the deal? I'm going to come back and talk about this. I say Rey Mysterio will win this if it's no interference. I'm just saying. We all know this is Chad Gable and stuff, but I'm going to say Rey Mysterio is going to win this. That's just my thing. Rey Mysterio has to win this. Okay, let's talk about the men's Intercontinental Championship. I'm wondering why we don't have a women's Intercontinental title belt on the line at WrestleMania. Maybe we might have, we might not. But if I could say for this Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americo, I'll say that would be a night two event. That would be a night two event. Yeah. Okay. So now we have Intercontinental title belt. Braun Breaker, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Pentagon versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. So in this particular situation, I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel like this is gonna go down. We're gonna have all these guys up in there wrestling each other. Okay, I'll say Finn and Dominic Mysterio is going to be losers in this because they're going to go at each other in the ring. They're going to go at, first they're going to start off going after Breaker and Penta, but then they're going to go after each other. They're going to betray each other. And it's going to come down to Breaker and Penta. I wouldn't be too surprised that Penta is going to win that Intercontinental title belt in WWE. Yes, I'm saying it. Everybody thinking it's going to be Dominic Mysterio. My predictions never. When I predict something, it comes true. Pentagon is going to win that Intercontinental title belt at WrestleMania. He's going to win his first title belt in WWE at WrestleMania. Guaranteed you. Now, what night do I think this would be? I wouldn't be too surprised. This will be a night two event. It's a big blockbuster. So, yeah. So, let's see. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I think we're going to get some interference in this match. But I say an interference to help Naomi. Yeah, it's going to be an interference to help Naomi. And let me say it again. It's going to be an interference to help Naomi, not to help Jade Cargill. And I wouldn't be too surprised. It's going to be someone who helped Naomi. Do I like this Naomi we are seeing? Yes. I mean, I said it a month ago. I put it on Twitter several weeks ago. And I said, should Naomi had turned heel so-and-so how many months ago? And people was like saying she should have turned heel like 3 months ago. And I agree with that. But overall, that's how I feel about that match. Now, do I think it's a night one, night two? If I thinking how Triple H would do this, I think he's gonna put that on a night one. He's gonna put that on a night one. Okay, and let's get on the last few. Now, let's talk about the undisputed WWE title belt, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. I really feel like this Cody Rhodes versus John Cena will probably be on night two as the main event. As the main event for that. That's me. That's where I see it. I say this is going to be the night two event. And if they are not in the middle of the show, they are going to be they're going to be finishing the show. So it's going to be right up in there. That's how I feel. So yeah, like I said, I believe they are going to be on a night two event. Okay, we got Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. Now, I can see this one being night one finale match. I don't know why my senses are going off, but I think this is going to be a night one finishing match. That's going to be the match that's going to finish the show on night 1. Okay. If it's not the finishing match, it might begin the show or it might be in the middle of the show. We don't know. But like I said, it's going to be like, I really feel like that triple threat will be night 1. Okay. Now we got 2 more, and we're gonna say, let's talk about this women's match. And we have Tiffany Stratton. Finally, I got the name or last name right. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Now, I see this match going 1 or 2 ways. Okay, I do believe this would be on a night 2 event. Like I said, it might start the show. I'm just saying. It might start the show. And think, do I think we need to see Charlotte Flair win this title? No. I say we'll have at least 2 interferences in this match. And this is going to have to do with the ex-husband, and let me just say, the soon-to-be ex-husband and boyfriend interference. Kaiser and Andrade CNRs. Who wouldn't think that spouses of these 2 will interfere in this match? I'm just saying, hello, I might be wrong, but hey, it might happen. Come on, think about it. The boyfriend and the ex-husband interfering? That would be a good something to see. So I'm gonna put that. If y'all want me to put that on Twitter, on Twitter/X, please comment below. Say put that question on X. Okay. Last but not least, but like I said, I really believe that's gonna be like this second night match, and I can pretty see if this is not the opening match, it will be sort of kind of like midway closer to the end of the show on the second night. So yeah, last but not least, we got the heavyweight champion Gunther versus Jey Uso. Everybody has been so opinionated on this, and this is my situation on it. 1, do I think this is going to be where Jey is validated and win that heavyweight title belt? Yeah, I do. That's 1. I do believe Jey will win the title belt and stuff, because you got to make new talent. You have to make new stars for certain title belts, and this is the time to do it. And do I think WWE needs to go with that leap with this? Yes. I think Gunther will drop that title to Jey. Jey will finally win it. Come on, think about it. Jey wins it. All of his family is coming out the back to celebrate. Hello. All of his family's coming out back and they're celebrating. I can see that. And stuff. That's that. Okay. Now, do I think this is a night 1 or a night 2 match? I believe this is a night 2 event. But if this match right here is not the main event, I'm going to be very disappointed with WWE, because I feel like this match could be like the main event. Main event. And let me just say, main event for WrestleMania for night 2. If not for night 2, probably for night 1. And I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this. Give us some TNA match. Excuse me, not TNA. Give us at least 1 or 2 matches that features NXT wrestlers and feature TNA wrestlers. We need to see some of those for WrestleMania as well. If I can, one thing I do want to see, because I know they're starting a program with Laura, Valkyria, and Bailey. I don't think this is the time to push that for WrestleMania. I think that should be pushed for after WrestleMania. But I think Laura Valkyria needs to put her title on the line some kind of way at WrestleMania. I need to see Chelsea Green put her title on the line. We need to see that. We need to see the women's tag team titles put on the line as well. All I'm going to say is, so far with some of the matches, I like. Which ones are the ones that I'm invested in for WrestleMania 41? I will say Jey Uso versus Gunther. And I would say Naomi versus Jade Cargill. Those are my top two. But if I have to say my wild card, I would say Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley, because that's giving me off of a certain match we got a couple of years ago where the women's match was the main event at WrestleMania. If you know that match that I'm talking about, put it below. But now, let me hear y'all, out of all of these matches that I was discussing, which one of these matches that you're interested in to see the outcome at the WWE WrestleMania 41. And y'all, do y'all think Kaiser or Andrade will interfere in Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair match? Okay, y'all, that's all I have time for. I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe.